All right, Pete, that was fantastic.
Good?
Yeah,
Oh, good.
yeah.
I
So
was
here,
afraid I'd lose my train of thought.
no, I mean, I followed you fine. It was a lot of fun. We covered everything. I had my questions; they were in order, and we just kind of went around them. It's fine.
Okay, good, 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 good.
Yeah.
And so now you played a song. That's great because I can't find a way.
Oh, you mean to put a song on the video? Yeah, I've got an MP3 of it, and I'll just stick it at the end of this video. I'm happy to do that.
Oh yeah, that'd be great. Yeah.
Yeah,
So if you want to put the credit, remember it's called "Tomorrow Is the Night."
I love that. I really think that's funny. That's the kind of thing I would have thought of but didn't.
Yeah. Well, that's what happens. My daughters are like, they're saying this is like the world now. This is talking about how it's, and I'm going, no, it isn't. But that's okay with me. I mean,
Yeah.
that's serious. That's how the song came. It's just like unrelated events. And once I went in and recorded it in the studio, it's a very small studio, and he doesn't have the big studio tape machines like they used to. Of course, it's all digital, but
Right.
it's even smaller digital. But it sounds good, and the physical space he has is fantastic. He has like a huge, I think it's like 30 by 30 soundstage in there,
Those are
and then
great. It's fun
separate
to
booths.
Yeah, I love being in the studio, and it's fun to have the big ones where you get the real ambiance and don't have to use the fake, fake
Right,
echo.
the drums are sitting right out there. You just
Right.
they're already mic'd up. You just start playing them. The drums on this song, I played them. They just sound so fantastic, and
Yeah.
I can't believe how good the instruments sound in there. And that's just and this is just like a little garage studio in Ambridge. I'd like to take it to a real a real big place and do some production with it.
Yeah.
And I left, like I said, I left the end open to go into the next song.
Right. That's
I
great.
think.
I Yeah,
Go ahead.
and I listened to Ron's album too. He sent me his album, and I really liked it. I guess it's a couple, maybe a decade old or something like that. But
Well, he's like the opposite of me. He's got millions of songs recorded, and he's just they just come out of him.
yeah,
I mean, how's that happen? And lyrics is the hardest thing for me.
oh
I
yeah,
don't write. Yeah, I don't write songs for lyrics. And when I did in the movie, I wrote the song for the movie. I can't even remember it now. But it told the story of years ago. You'd have to listen to it.
yeah.
I'd have to listen to it. I don't remember it, although I did write it. Uh, that's the other thing. I can't write things down, and I can't look at them and go, I remember writing that. I have to listen to it and hear them. I'm afraid of my hearing's going to go or something.
I know what you
And
mean.
then, so yeah, the hands, that's bothering me. It does bother me.
Yeah, focal dystonia is what I know that as. I don't know if that's what you have, but yeah, it's tricky.
And it's hard to spread this finger now. It's harder to spread this finger that far to play the notes that I need to play. And on regular chords, like when I'm doing this, I'm doing, that's only a minor third away, but it's almost too close
Yeah,
right here. It feels like I need to stretch it farther, even though it's only a minor third away, but I can play. This is with my bent finger, that's an octave, and I can play. That's with my bent finger, that's an octave and one note whole. And right about there.
my experience with this kind of issue is that even though you can see it in the hand and you think it's the hand that's the problem, typically the problem is way up higher, like it's in your ribs or it's in your neck. So whole body stuff like yoga and stuff is really good for that sort of thing.
Well, I'm not averse to trying things, so.
I, if I could tell you to do anything, I'd tell you to do some kind of somatic work like the Feldenkrais method or Alexander or yoga, something that integrates your body because it's years of habits, like, leaning a certain way, and crushing something or pushing something together. And it just
Oh, you're
comes
right
out
about
in your
that.
hands. Yeah.
You're right about.
So, you get it. You can undo all that. It takes a long time, but you got to recognize it and pay attention to it and feel it like, oh yeah, look at how I'm leaning all the time. And then you have a
Yeah.
choice. And sometimes, that can clear up some of this stuff.
One of the things I did do recently, when I say recently, like in the last 10 years, was that did help was to raise my bench.
Yeah.
I sit with, I take my, this isn't it, but my stool is probably gives me about this high. This is actually an old player piano bench. If you look, I don't know if you can see, it follows me down here. This is from a real player. When you open these, they have a thing right here. I don't know if you can see that.
I can't see what it is.
It's a little hinged. It's like a hinged piece of wood that comes up. I'll go
Uh-huh.
down here. You'll follow me down. See that?
Yeah.
And it comes up, and then you put the like
Oh,
that,
so you can raise it.
so
Interesting.
that so that you're sliding. Now you're facing forward. So when you slide this over and the pedals come out, you can sit here and push on the pump pedals without
Ah.
sliding backwards, which is what happens all the time.
But you know, they all benches should do that anyway because being able to sit at an angle is a nice move.
Yeah, well, then you can turn it around the other way. That's what I was going to say. And you turn it around the other way, and it brings it up in the front a couple inches. So that
Yeah,
I just don't use it that
sure.
much. I don't play here that much. But yeah, this is my little music corner.
Yeah.
I did. If you go on my Facebook page, they're on there still. I don't know
Uh-huh.
how to find them, but I used to do shows from here during COVID.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I set up a keyboard here, and I did this piano here, and I'd play some songs on the real piano. Probably about 3-4 months, like every Tuesday night or something like that.
Yeah, that's really cool. I did music lessons for kids. I got about 24 little half-hour music lessons for little kids. I was like Mr. Rogers with musical instruments.
Oh, that's cool.
It was.
Mr. Rock, serious musician too, by the way.
Yes, I know. Yeah.
Yeah,
And from Pittsburgh.
and from Pittsburgh. And what's his name? Joe Negri also. He was the guy who played a lot of that stuff that you heard in the background.
Oh, I thought that was what's his name? There's another pianist who I thought that
Yeah,
was.
there's another one too.
Okay, yeah. Yeah,
But if you say him, I'll recognize it, but I can't think of him right now.
I can't either right now, but I think that was where I first heard jazz was on Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood was those guys.
Yeah.
They were so good.
Well, that's funny you should say that. I got my Pete Moran music thing up on Facebook
Yeah.
on my page. It's not a. It's just I don't know what do you call it? Just fan. It's not a fan page. Just a page. Um, but I got this picture of me going like this, and it's just all seasoned jazz musician. I'm fronting this. That was a friend of mine, Yoel Hyman. He's in Miami, and he was out playing in a big casino down there, and I won't say who it was. And I walked in and I was drinking. This is before I quit drinking. I quit drinking like 6 years ago. But and I was like, hey, let me sit in. Where's your band? Let me sit. It's a jazz band, right? And I want to go play Tiny Dancer and shit like that.
Right.
So he's like, we came up with something. I think it was an Elton John song that we came up with that we could all play. But I was just an annoying drunk that night. And I got a picture. And I said, it's a good picture, though. I put it up on my Facebook page. And I go, remember we talked about Donnie Iris?
Yeah.
And this is a picture of me with Donnie Iris. That's the night I got arrested for drinking and driving. That's the last night I drank, though. That's when I quit drinking.
Oh, wow.
But yeah, it's funny. There you go. Oh, well, maybe that wasn't a good time to show you.
All right. Well, I'm gonna let you go. Let me tell you what's gonna happen next. We have been recording. Once I push stop, once I end the meeting, it's gonna compile, and
Yeah.
hopefully I got it. Usually I get it. And after that, there really wasn't anything I'd like to edit in particular. I'm just probably just gonna, split it up into 2 or 3 pieces and put it up on the channel, and I'll send you links. It'll go live in about 3 months, but you'll be able to share it immediately. I won't make you wait until it goes live.
Okay.
So you'll be able to share it with anyone you want.
I'll put it on that Facebook, Pete Moran Music.
Yeah, that'd be great. Yeah.
I love it.
And if you feel like you want to come back and if you feel like you got more to talk about, let's do it. I'm happy to have you as a guest again.
Oh, absolutely. You
Yeah.
just tell me when. I can do it
Okay.
from the beach, Florida, if you want.
Okay.
I'm going
Great.
back to Vero Beach.
Vero
Friday.
Beach. I like Vero Beach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's quiet.
Yes.
A little too quiet for me, but it's quiet. All right. Well, I really appreciate you asking me. And
Yeah.
I consider it an honor. Thank you, sir.
It's been a lot of fun. I look forward to talking to you again soon.